I hate it already.
You're doing eye contact with me, though. That's the worst part.
It's the Choose Your Own Adventure Book Club.
Well, that's our new theme song. I hope you're happy. Gonna be hearing that all the time.
That's going to be the Halloween episode. Choose Your Own Adventure Book Club.
Oh, boy.
Oh, no.
All right, well, beware and warning.
Mm-hmm.
And I like how you had to say, yep, gotta beware.
Yep, warned.
Gotta be
been
warned. Well, beware and warning and welcome, everybody, to Choose Your Own Book Club. It's a podcast all about the Choose Your Own Adventure books.
And other stuff. Sometimes we just throw other stuff in there.
We do. I mean, we try to. We try to make it fun.
Segues, sidebars.
We have segues. We ride segues. We're riding segues right now as we're recording this.
Oh, that would actually be fun.
But we do it like Mario Kart style, where I'm throwing like
Bananas.
bananas in front of you.
Oh, God.
Oh, we
A
have
full
fun.
Segway episode on segues.
Well, now we have to.
Yeah.
So my name's Peter. I'm a librarian.
My name's Abby. I'm also a librarian.
And we have a new setup today. We're using
do.
Abby's makerspace. We're using her podcast.
It's
bay.
not my personal one.
Well, I don't know.
It
Kind of
exists
is.
inside of the library where
Right.
I work.
But you know a person.
Yeah.
Like, so yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, if we sound extra buttery today.
If we're smoothed down smooth things. You
Like
make-
butter. You could put butter is smooth. You can just say
Sure.
that.
Or like you make your bed and then you smooth the sheets and that's what it's like.
Do you do that?
No, I've never made I don't make my bed.
All right. Well.
I actually read one time that if you make your bed, then harmful bacteria like live there and stuff. So I'm like, oh, great. I don't want to make beds.
Well, that's what my wife does. My wife like leaves it open for like the first like hour or so.
Yeah, air it out.
Yeah. For
Air
a
it
little
out,
bit.
baby.
Mm-hmm.
I just leave it open all day. I air it out all day, and then
See, you're thinking. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
So we are here to not talk about bed sheets.
We could, though. We could start a whole new podcast about it. Choose your own bed sheet. Choose your own cleaning method. Yeah. Mine is no cleanings.
Right.
I don't like to clean.
Ever? Or
No.
okay.
I mean, I do, because every once in a while I'm like, this place is a mess, and then I go real wild with it.
And then it's not sustainable, and then you
Yeah.
just burn out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's kind of how I do everything, though, so.
Well, that's great. All right. So today we are talking about Mystery of the Maya.
I like this because I have an old version with old art, and you have a newer version. So we can see if my art is more problematic than yours. I'm going to guess it is.
Yeah, so you don't have a Paul Granger this time because
No.
Paul Granger seemed to have Paul Granger did the artwork for the first 10.
Yeah, they found a new guy,
And so what's their name?
Richard Anderson.
Okay, well, we'll have to look into him later.
Yeah, Mr. Anderson.
Mr. Anderson. Yeah, I'm reading the re-releases. Basically, we said this in a previous podcast, but if you are looking at the re-releases, you will only find the R.A. Montgomerys because those are the only ones that have been re-released, basically, for better or worse.
Usually worse.
Well, let's get into first impressions of Mystery of the Maya. So this Mystery Maya is written by R.A. Montgomery. This is 1981. So I am really excited to talk about this book.
Yeah, I know. You were telling me yesterday. He's like, this is maybe terrible, but it's maybe my favorite one ever.
So I'm interested in knowing your thoughts first.
Oh, okay. My thoughts are, I don't know why I was surprised that it went there, but aliens.
Right, but this general, like, how do you feel about this book?
Angry.
Angry.
About the aliens.
Mm-hmm.
I get really upset about, I feel like it's a really, like, disrespectful jump to say, hey, this primitive culture came up with all of these really brilliant ideas. The only way they could have done it is if aliens.
I agree.
So that makes me just really like, gosh, do better. Conspiracy theorists, come on.
No, I agree. Definitely agree with that part.
But this is a book too where usually you're presented as a child right away. This one, I can't. I think you're not.
Well, here's the thing.
So
We can talk about that later.
Maybe you are. And so this one was just like, woo! It was a wild ride.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a little bit, I was maybe learning stuff, but I was kind of also maybe not learning stuff. And there was, it was a whiplash.
Okay.
That's if I had to put it in a word, whiplash would be the word.
Yeah, I agree with that sentiment. I do feel this one can get problematic at times. I think this is one of my favorites so far. And though I agree that this could be, it doesn't age the best. I can't describe it the best yet, but I feel it still works, and we'll get into that a little bit later. But yeah, this is if I read this as a kid, I wouldn't have liked it. But as an adult, I'm kind of liking what he's going for, even though I do acknowledge that there's some problematic elements to it.
Right.
So how about let's just get into it with Choose Your Own Summary.
Okay.
So do you have a theme song for that?
Choose your own summary, girl, because it's always me who does it. I'm mostly a girl sometimes.
Amazing theme song.
Thank you. It's on the spot.
All right.
Came up with it.
It
Everything.
doesn't show.
I want everyone to know, like, a lot. This is very much improv stuff. Like, we don't write stuff down a lot of the times. This is all just off the top of the dome.
It kind of shows, Abby. Like, I don't know.
What?
You're thinking oh, it's so good. Like,
We're so funny that maybe you think we planned this stuff, but no.
No, it shows, Abby. I'm pretty sure it shows. Don't. I think we should pat ourselves on the back a little bit, but not that hard, Abby.
We're not writing this material. This is completely off the cuff, so. Oh, no. Okay.
So you are going to summarize this book in 6 seconds or less, but you have to choose how you want to do it. So option 1 is we're going to do kind of like a time switch. So the first half you're going to do your regular voice, and then the second half I'll point to you, and then you have to use like an old English accent. So I want to see a lot of tis. I want to see a lot of eths.
Ooh.
Option 2 is there's kind of like a newspaper narrative to this. So you have to do it kind of like 1930s extra newspaper stuff. Just like that. So what were you thinking? Choice is yours, Abby.
I'll do the switch to the Shakespearean.
Okay, I figured. Do you need to set up at all? I mean, it doesn't have to be anything like...
Okay.
Because the stupider gets, the funnier.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
you don't have to do anything
right.
actually good.
Okay, I just got to be real stupid about it.
That's kind of the podcast.
Remember, we did not write any of this down. This I have already told you. Okay.
All right. So 60 seconds starts now.
Okay, I am a news reporter, and my editor has told me that I have to go to Mexico, and even though there have been a bunch of people who have tried to figure out why the Mayan civilization fell, I, a young news reporter, have to try to figure out why it fell by myself. And a guy named Manuel is going to meet me down there, and I have to decide if I'm going to investigate the ruins or go to meet a doctor guy. And if I go to the ruins, a bunch of stuff happens, but if I go to the doctor guy, then I shall go back in time and I will take a time potion. And if I take the time potion, then I will go to the ancient Mayan civilization.
Indeed.
And to be or not to be, I will go up into the place, and there are
10 seconds.
Priests and priestesses and warriors, and I basically learn that everything sucks.
Fine.
And
good. Perfect.
That's it.
Exactly 1 minute. So that was pretty good.
I know.
So do you need to take a moment to come back to
Gotta get
the
back
present
in my regular, back into my normal persona.
Back in time.
Oh, gosh. Back in time. So good.
All right, so let's just get into this book. So I think you set it up as that you work for the newspaper. I'm not sure if that's
Maybe
right.
I work for it.
We'll get into it.
Yeah.
So it starts off right on page 1 with there's a vision of your friend Tom.
What?
Oh.
Yours starts out so different than mine.
Oh, interesting. So we have noticed that there have been slight changes between the re-releases and the original. Usually they're very small.
Yeah, this is a big one, though.
Okay. Well, here's how mine starts.
Yeah, go.
So yeah, you start off with a vision of Tom kind of being sacrificed on top of a Mayan pyramid. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay.
Not remotely.
Oh, wow.
Not
okay.
even.
And then so you wake up, and then it kind of starts from there about Tom. So how does yours start? I'm curious now.
Tom is not even in this. I don't even know who Tom is.
What are you talking about?
Who is Tom?
What? This is huge.
Who is Tom at all?
Wow. Okay.
Mine is I'm a writer on assignment to travel to Mexico to explore the ruins of the Mayan Indians. My editor in New York hopes that I will gather enough information to write a book about why the Mayan civilization collapsed. It's a tough assignment because tons of people have researched it.
Tons of people?
Tons. So it's like no one knows what happened to them. And so basically, I fly there to Mérida, the capital of the Yucatan, and I meet up with Manuel.
So that's from there. It's the same.
I guess so, but there's no Tom at all in my story.
Wow. Okay. So yeah, that's obviously a big change. So let's just back up again. So so for my book, the re-release, I get a vision that Tom is being sacrificed.
R.I.P.
Well, then I wake up, and then so I'm going to Mexico to try and find Tom.
Why is he there?
So, 3 days ago, your best friend Tom disappeared on assignment in Mexico. He was doing a piece for cable TV on the ancient Mayan temples at
Thank you. Chichen Itza.
Thank you. Chichen Itza. His assistant Amanda called to tell you the news.
Oh my gosh.
So that's, we're there for similar reasons.
Yeah.
It's just that.
Right. Mine starts with this 2-page summary about the Mayan people and how they were excellent mathematicians and astronomers and engineers. They built all these huge things. It's seriously their farms were so great, and then they all just basically disappeared, like someone pulled a plug on their civilization.
Mine goes into that a little bit too. It's very kind of positive towards the Mayan culture. Because it's going to steer a little bit,
right?
In a bit, but yeah, it is about just different kind of geographical facts, and things like that. But again, the thing is, I'm looking for Tom.
I'm never looking for Tom.
I do find Manuel, but Manuel was Tom's guide first.
Oh.
Yes. So let's describe Manuel, because again, that seems to be kind of the central figure in both books and just in the narrative at large.
Right.
So yeah, I meet up with Tom's guide, Manuel, or just your guide in your aspect.
For me, he's a short, dark-skinned man dressed in white pants and a brightly patterned red, yellow, and blue shirt.
Okay, so Manuel is a well-known guide for those who seek the mysteries of the Mayans. And he has good connections at Merida University, where the best Mayan scholars work. But Manuel has a reputation of being unusual. Tom suspected that he might be the reincarnation of an ancient Mayan shaman.
No.
Huh.
None of that at all.
So,
At all for me.
I don't know if this episode's going to be good or not because we're just discovering that there's huge differences in these books.
This is super interesting, though.
Because this has never happened before.
I think this will be interesting to see, like, how different they are, though.
Huh.
You know?
So, how is Manuel described?
I just told you, his skin is like copper, though. His large nose and sloping forehead remind you of paintings and stone carvings you've seen of the Mayas.
Yes. And
then I realized that he's one of the descendants of ancient Mayan tribes.
right. So yeah, that it's described like that to me as well. Mm-hmm. And then it seemed fairly racist to describe someone like that.
Yeah, a little bit, maybe.
It seemed kind of like phrenology. That's the right word, right? Phrenology.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, well, you have the skull of a. So it seemed a little. That seemed a little bit of a problematic way to describe someone, until you realize that that Manuel actually was a time traveler. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if that's what Montgomery was going for, but I kind of took it.
Well, the illustrations in my book are.
Well, yes, the illustrations, at least
yikes.
in the original, are not
big yikes. Yes. No. I mean, especially when you see yourself and you're like, oh, I look like a, just reasonable person. Mm-hmm. And then it's like, oh, this is a caricature.
Yeah, it's like it's very racist caricature in the original.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you can definitely see what they were trying to like fix from the old version to the new version, but it's still a little woof.
So anyway, then Manuel takes you to Dr. Lopez. So you can go to Dr. Lopez or you can go right to the site. Mm-hmm. And so Dr. Lopez basically says, hey, I have a time-traveling potion that the Mayans created.
Yeah.
Do you want to take it?
Yeah.
And so that setup makes absolutely no sense. Mm-hmm. Very bonkers. However, I think it's a very interesting setup to be like, hey, how do you want to look for in my case, how do you want to look for Tom? Do you want to go into the past? Or do you want to go into the present and look for him? Mm-hmm. And then from there, that's how the book branches out. So did you have a similar setup?
Yes, but I did not go visit Dr. Lopez in my first run. It took me a while to go visit him.
Oh, okay.
So I did not get to the time traveling for a good 45 minutes. Like I read through every possible ending of like just going to the ruins and stuff. Mm-hmm. Like literally every ending of Ruinsing. And then I was like, fine, I'll go visit this dorky doctor. I'm sure that's something Peter would do right away.
I did go to the doctor right away.
I knew it. And so, so yeah, I did not go see him until very far along.
Because that's literally half the book is the time travel.
I know. So I missed out on the time travel until very far.
Which is?
Down the line. Which is a bummer because, I mean, I still had like a fun time in the ruins. I had a really fun first run through them.
Well, how about let's get to your run through real quick.
Hold on, let me. So when I did my first run through, yes, I met Manuel. Then I decided to go to the ruins. But instead of taking me to the ruins, he went to the hotel. And he's telling me some stuff. And he's telling me about these two different ruins. He says tomorrow we can go to Chichen Itza or we can go to Uxmal. And so I was like, I guess I'm going to go to Uxmal. It's older. I think they'll be cool. So I go to Uxmal, and then when we arrive, there's like two different areas. There's like this temple of the magicians or there's a nunnery. And I was like, I'm going to go to the nunnery. I think that sounds creepy. So I go to this spooky nunnery and I find a spooky note telling me to go to a hotel. And then there's like a room in the hotel on Thursday night, and I'm like, oh no, it is Thursday right now, so I'm gonna go. There's danger afoot, and so I go to the hotel. It's like, oh, do you go or not? Do you go or not? And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go right away. So I go to the hotel, and then when I get there, I'm just like jumped. I get ambushed right away by some soldiers, and they yell at you, and they're like, nah, we're gonna arrest you. You're with the revolutionaries. We captured them already. We're going to capture you too. You got to tell us what's going on. And you're like, oh, I don't, nothing. I'm a writer. I'm here learning about the Mayans. And then they're like, oh, you're not the guy we're looking for. And then they let you go. And then
oh, well, I have a similar ending where they seem to think that the person they're looking for is Tom.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See, Tom's not involved.
Right. Exactly.
He's not involved at all. So then they let you go, but then you're like, oh, I should have gone to Chichen Itza. So then you go to Chichen Itza, and then when you get there, Manuel was with you again, and he's like, oh, look at that. There's a red light on top of the temple, and it's because there's aliens. You want to go? And I'm like, oh, sure. I love aliens. And then you go, and then you find out that's what happened to the Mayans.
Yeah. Which is a bummer.
I hated it. That was my first run through, and I was really mad about it.
Well, before we talk about my run through, I was thinking on the way over here, both Montgomery and Packard seem to have different philosophies about how these books should work. Where Packard seems to think that he seems to think of it as kind of like one big narrative, and that there's separate choices throughout the book, but it all is like one cohesive narrative. And so choices you make in one branch don't necessarily negate the others.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Montgomery seems to have a different philosophy where one choice you make can completely negate the other choices that you would make otherwise.
Yeah.
It makes the book just not as comprehensive and not as, this is the word I use all the time, cohesive when talking about these books.
Right.
It doesn't flow as well, and it doesn't really make for one overall narrative.
True.
In this story, I feel like Montgomery uses his philosophy to his benefit. Because like there's this past storyline, there's this present storyline. Because of his philosophy, they are these separate branches, but the way he sets this up, they both connect in this very interesting way. So in the past storyline, you find out that the Mayan priests and priestesses are kind of exploiting people lower than them through physical violence and through sacrifice. In the present storyline, you find out that people are also being exploited, but this time through financial reasons.
Oh, yeah. I remember that part.
So I don't know if that's what he was going for, but that's why I kind of like this book, because these two storylines work so well together. And he's not overemphasizing the theme of that. I think it's very subtle. So subtle it might be accidental.
Maybe you're just making it up. You're picking up something that's not there.
It's the English major in me. They'd be like, he definitely meant this. Oh, it's so deep.
Right.
And I'm sure he was like, I don't know, whatever. But it is very interesting that these two storylines are about exploiting people. And you trying to fix it one way or the other.
Right. The aliens part doesn't really fit in, though.
I agree.
I could have done without the aliens.
I agree. However, in this, I agree that the alien storyline is often problematic when we're talking about past civilizations. In this storyline, though, because we're talking about past and present, you could make an argument that like the future kind of, it's a way to kind of rope in the future
But
and
did
make
you
it
get
one
that
big circle.
weird part where you like get to go off to the region of the planet of dreams or the region of light?
I maybe glanced through that part.
Yeah.
I know there's Montgomery is kind of speculating often about how the Mayans disappeared, because I think even now, I mean, I just did a quick Wikipedia search on Mayan culture. And for the most part, he seems to have gotten it right.
Like he actually did some research.
He did some research,
yeah.
clearly. Like the names and places seem to be accurate.
And a lot of times in the past books, like in the Deadwood-esque one and in the Nabuti one that we just read, like that's something that we kind of ripped into them for. And so it's nice to see that there was a little bit more like tactfulness in that they're like, okay, we're going to actually write about a culture that exists and we're going to do it with research and try a little bit harder maybe.
So Montgomery kind of speculates why the Mayan people disappeared. So there's a ending where you find out that the Mayans perished through over-farming. You find out that they perished through like disease, which is another theory, the plague. You find out that they might have perished through another tribe. The name escapes me, starts with a T.
Yeah, Toltec or something.
Yes, I believe that Toltec.
Yep.
They might have just been overwhelmed by them, which is another common theory. I think that theory might be disproven at this point, but in the 80s, perhaps not. And then you also find out that, well, maybe they got sucked up by aliens.
Yeah. My least favorite of the theories.
Yeah, so do you want to explain that part, or is that what you're talking about with the dreams, or?
Well, yeah, so like eventually you get to a point where when you're traveling through time and stuff, when you're back in the past, you're like, okay, I want to go ahead a little bit. You know, you're seeing like, okay, you know, I'm in this little community, this farming community, and I want to go ahead because I want to see a little bit more of the future of this place because that's what I'm doing here. I'm writing a book about the Mayan civilization. So you drink a little bit more of your potion, you go forward like 100 years, and oh no, there's way less people here, and they're all sickly and dying because you know, the farmland has dried up. There's not been any rain. Everyone's dying. And Dr. Lopez, who has been kind of your guide throughout all of this, is like, well, take some more of that potion and just go into the future more. So you gulp down some more of the potion and you are like, whoops, I skipped ahead too far. The earth is a frozen wasteland and whoops-a-doops, I am way too far in the future. And then you're starting to get these like messages from other planets that are like, hey, did you not get this part?
I didn't, no.
You get these messages from other planets that are like, hey guy, what's up? We're going to...
Just like that in that voice?
Yeah, we're your buddies. We're going to come and help you get away from the Earth. Earth is totally done for. Wait for us there. And then they zip you up. You're picked up by a team of space creatures, and they say, hey, where do you want to go? Do you want to go to the planet of dreams? Do you want to go to the region of light? So in the planet of dreams, you could answer all of your hopes, which is really cute. And in the region of light, you learn how to help others. Okay, so if you go to the planet of dreams, you're like, this place is stupid. It's like a giant amusement park. There's just fun houses and stuff here. This is disturbing. You want to go back to the real world as hard as it may be. And then Dr. Lopez is right there, and he's like, you know what? Being a dreamer doesn't really get you anywhere. Go back to the other place. So then you go to the region of light, and you are like surrounded by all these like soda straw looking things that are different colors, and you hear weird music, and you get to understand all of the happiness and pain in the universe, and you get sent back to Earth to be a guide for those who search and wonder. It's not presented as a choice. It is a command. The end. Yep. It is, a weird ending. There's different alien parts where like, oh, you're at Chichen Itza and there's this red light and the aliens can suck you up. Yes. Or Manuel wipes your brain with like a little Men in Black kind of thing.
He has his cool sunglasses on.
One of those things. But
so it is interesting though that when Montgomery does bring up the future stuff, he does paint the future as kind of bleak in that this civilization we're currently living in has also disappeared and died.
Yeah.
So although it can be problematic, obviously, it for the overarching kind of like this circle of this narrative, it partially works. He could have done it better. I think it has a place in this book. I just wish he would have done it a little bit better.
Right. I think kind of the understanding that I got was like, of course, the Mayan civilization fell. Every civilization falls, and ours will too. Yay.
That's why you listen to podcasts.
I'm sorry, children.
Yeah.
I think that's realistically what, he's going for here.
But it's also, it's not necessarily bleak. It's just more honest.
Circle of life, baby.
Yes. It's not like...
Elton John told us all about it. We've all seen The Lion King.
Hold Me Closer, Tiny Dancer, right?
Yeah, that's what he meant by that song.
But yeah, it's not bleak. It's just more honest that even though something dies, something else takes its place.
Yeah.
Kind of this big circle. Like this book is kind of like one big circular narrative, unlike previous Montgomerys. So I think this one had a lot of potential. And also, like, his writing style is vastly improved.
Oh,
like
even from the last one.
Yes. Like, his sentences have gotten more detailed. They're longer.
Did you have this part in your last?
There's a poem in it.
This was like my absolute favorite moment that happened in this book. So this happens as you're like back in time, right? When you're back
in time.
Back in time. We're gonna have to have the music every time. Every time that we say we're back in time.
We can't afford that, Abby.
We can't. Huey Lewis, is it okay? He didn't say anything. Darn it. So when you're back in time...
He said it's hip to be fair use. That was kind of fun.
That was pretty good. That was a good one. I like it. It's a cover. It's fine. So it counts as a cover song. So anyway, you're back in time. You're up by the priests and priestesses. If you're like, you're up there with them and they're like, hey, you want to sacrifice something? If you can choose to run away or you can choose to go ahead and be like, sure, I'll kill a thing. Yeah. If you're like, okay, I'll kill a thing, and you just keep going through with like the killing of the things and stuff, eventually you get to the point where you're like, oh my gosh, they're just going to keep making me kill stuff. And you don't want to keep doing it. Then you can be like, Manuel, please help me. And he appears before you randomly, and he's like...
he's kind of like this deity throughout the novel.
Yes, which there's...
Kind of like testing you.
Yes. So you get to this point where you ask for his help, and he appears in front of you, and he's like, just pick one of my hands.
Yes. I had that too.
He's like, if you pick his left hand, he basically disappears, and like a feather is left in its place, and you're like, oh, he's the plumed serpent god. Okay, cool.
Quetzalcoatl?
Yeah, Quetzalcoatl.
Yeah.
So that's that happens. But if you choose his other hand, I think it's the right hand, he unclenches his right fist, and there's like a key to a safe deposit box, which somehow you get to go back to. And you get to the airport, you open the box with the key inside of it. There's a note in it that says, the plumed serpent, the most powerful god of the Mayas, wishes you luck. Go back where you came from and study your own country. Maybe you can help your people. They're in danger. And I loved that so much because he's saying to you, get out of here, you culture vulture. Worry about your own problems. And I loved that so much because I felt like it just really... hit the nail on the head.
It's the opposite of Nabuti. And also, speaking of the opposite of Nabuti, there was an ending. There's a part where you can dive down into the water and you can find the treasure of the plumed serpent. And so you can take it right away. You can go back in time. back in time. And get it then. And if you go back in time and get it, you basically tell the Mexican government, and then the Mexican government is like, hey, thanks a lot. And they take it basically for themselves. But you're basically okay with it because you realize that you don't really mind after all. The Mayan treasure rightfully belongs to the people of Mexico, who are their descendants. So again, that's just a complete tonal shift from Nabuti, where it's like, these are mine.
These are my dead uncle's jewels. He died for them.
So I mean, I think there is an option like where you can take the treasure for yourself. But I mean, I think the fact that he, at least in one branch, kind of acknowledged that is, I think, a step up for Montgomery.
Totally. There was another branch too where you'd kind of mentioned this before, where it's like if you stay in the present and do all this stuff, at one point you get like captured by the police or something, and they ask you to be a double agent.
Yes.
And try to like help them fight the revolutionaries.
So it's the Red Hand gang.
Yes, but then you go to the Red Hand gang and you're like infiltrating them, wink, for the government, and you're there with them, and you're like, oh, they're just helping educate people and trying to help people make their own food and, you know, not be so destitute. And you're like, huh, these people are really great. I really like them. So then you decide you're going to join them, or if you're going to like not join them, you know, that's bad. So if you join them, it's like, wow, you have a great, wonderful life and it's full of purpose. But if you don't join them, they kill you. So,
in mine, it was different.
Really?
Because if you don't join them, they're going to kill you. But then, guess who comes out?
Who?
Tom.
Really?
And Tom is like, no, like, spare him, but you got to go.
No, I face a firing squad.
Yeah.
And
that's not
there's a
great.
great picture of me being strung up by my wrists
With people looking menacingly
with
at you.
some toughs, with a knife leering at me. But you know what? Viva la revolution. You know? I was like, yeah, of course. I'm going to go ahead and join this gang. And we're not going to hurt anybody. We're just going to encourage people to demand elections and reform and teach them about the law and give them hope. And that's what I do.
Good
My
for
life
you.
may be in constant danger, but I'm committed to my work. I love it. The end.
And there's a similar ending for the past storyline, where you can basically shut down the sacrifices, and you just basically sacrifice like food to the gods, and the people rejoice and they celebrate you, but you're always looking over your shoulder because like it was something like the Mayan like shaman justice is like swift and cruel or something. So like kind of have a similar ending in the past storyline where you can kind of like try to fix
Sweet.
the injustices.
I like it.
So how do you feel? Oh, I guess I didn't get to my ending.
No, yeah.
So I go to the doctor right away, and then he gives me the back in time potion.
Yeah. Back in time.
Thank you. And so you can choose to drink it right away, or there's another option. But in my book, because it's the re-release, it was like, hey, go to this website if you want the secret extra ending. And I was like, this book was written 20 years ago. There's no way this website still exists. So the secret ending is if you only drink it halfway, and not fully all the way down. So I drink it halfway, and because again, I like to do the cowardly way, but I also was like, I just want to know, like, does this still exist? Because again, this website will be 20 years old at this point. And open up on my phone. Sure enough, it still exists.
Wow.
So basically, my ending was I get trapped, and I'm kind of enslaved. And one of the people is like, hey, one of the guards really likes snake meat. Let's hunt a snake and give it to him. And then so we find the best snake and we give it to the guard. And then the guy was like, hey, because the snake is so great, you're going to let us go. That's the deal. And the guard's like, no, the deal is you're going to find snakes for me forever. That's the end. So it was a very unfulfilling ending.
No, that's a horrible ending.
And again, like, I feel this book is either accidentally or intentionally going for some higher things, and that doesn't really doesn't really fit in with the rest of the book.
Not at all. No, that was a dumb ending. Now you're just somebody's snake wrangler forever? That's silly.
Well, let's get to favorite deaths. And there weren't really...
There's not a lot of just deaths.
Well, there is, but they're just kind of... They're not really fun. Which again, like as a kid, I would not like this book.
No.
But as an adult, I think it's an interesting commentary on society. Plus, also, is this kind of historically, maybe not accurate, but is this historical? Just from a historical aspect, is this interesting?
Boring for kids.
I think it's boring for kids, right? But I think this as from the this historical aspect, it's just kind of interesting to kind of go back in time and see how these people most likely lived. Yeah, the old pictures are awful.
They're terrible. Go to our Instagram. I will put them on there.
They're very bad caricatures.
And
again, I think that's why I think so highly of this book, is because my pictures are a lot more sensitive.
Yeah, mine are. Oof.
So anyway, did you have a favorite?
I do have a favorite death, but it's not a real death.
Sure, or favorite ending.
Yeah, so when I'm back in time, I decide to join the warriors, and we go to fight against our rival tribe, the Toltecs. And when we do that, if you, instead of going to fight right away, if you hang back maybe because you're not very good at warrioring. Warrioring. If you hang back, you see somebody who's going to like fling some rocks at your buddies, and so you're like, watch out, duck.
Mm-hmm. I think I got this too.
If they're like, what, duck? They don't get it. If you like, then you end up basically getting stuck in the jungle at one point, and then you're like laying there, and you're just like laying on the ground, and then your time potion wears off, and then you don't realize it, but there's like people taking pictures of you eventually, and then you just go back in the ambulance, and you're like, no one will ever believe that you time traveled. The end. It's stupid. But it's great because you see yourself like laying there on the ground. You're like, the earth spins around you. And then you're worried these people are going to kill you. And then, oh, no, they're just taking your picture. They just are taking your picture for the Snapchat.
That reminds me of another ending where you can become like a laborer, and you can work on one of the pyramids, and your potion starts to wear off. Because a lot of times the potion wears off and you end up back in the present time. Which
is weird. Like, it doesn't always. Oh, I forgot. Oh, man, I have an even better ending. Go ahead.
So your potion starts to wear off, and you can see people waving at you in the modern day, but it only wears off halfway. So you're somehow stuck in the past and stuck in the present. So you're like forever working on this pyramid. Which seems like a more traditional choose your own adventure ending. Otherwise, the endings are kind of more about here's how the mines maybe disappeared.
I just remembered, as you're saying, stuck in time.
Stuck in time.
I had like the dumbest and best ending that I hit was when you're actually in the present. You're I think you're in Usmal, I think. You're up there, you're like in the nunnery exploring. If you go into one of these rooms in the nunnery, the floor drops out.
Yes.
And you go all the way through the earth and land in a rice paddy in China.
Oh, I didn't get that.
I did. And it was so weird.
That's so interesting that you say that, because I got the same ending where it drops out, but you just end up in a room, and it seemed like a very like Montgomery ending, where it was like you can choose beforehand. It was like you can choose this, or you can choose the safe path and go this way. And then the wording was like, oh, so you want to take the safe path? Too bad. Floor drops out. You're dead. How you like that?
Oh man,
it seemed very abrupt, but
that's
interesting that for you ended up all the way on the other side of the planet.
Yep.
And for me, like, I ended up in like some sort of like Mayan temple deep underground.
I was in China in a rice paddy. It was very interesting.
That is interesting.
So that's another way that our books are different. What about you?
Crazy that you don't have Tom in your book, because
he's so Tom.
Like, he's so overarching. Like it felt very like Apocalypse Now, where you're trying to find Colonel. Marlon Brando's
Colonel
character.
Mustard.
Yeah, you're trying to find Colonel Mustard. And then when you kind of do, like, he's kind of like this mythical figure. Once you finally meet him, like, you know, this movie's 2.5 hours long, and then you finally meet him, and he's really changed. He's completely not what you thought. And that was true for Tom. Like, once you finally meet him, like, he's either leading the revolution, or he's like a prisoner with the Mayans, or he's like a representative for the aliens. The re-release is
significantly different. I have no
But it's also, it seems better.
Right.
Like, it just seems like it ties a little bit better all these threads.
I have been cheated and wronged.
Well, you should go back in time and read my book.
I got to get some of that Mayan time potion. You know, I appreciate, though, that it was actually time potion and not time and space potion, because it had
Fair enough.
It had the same rules all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that was a good thing. There was consistency, at least there, in the way that the time potion worked.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how that room worked, dropping me through the planet.
Right.
I don't think that's actually how.
Oh, you don't think that's
work.
actually what would work, Abby?
Like, I don't think that would actually be on the opposite side of the planet.
Mm-hmm.
From
Well,
there.
he didn't research that a lot, apparently.
No.
Well, that was Mystery of the Maya.
Mm-hmm.
This one wasn't necessarily fun to read, but I think it's interesting. I think that the re-release works. There is still some problematic things that need to be buffed out, like the describing Manuel. The way that they did,
Yeah.
is could be updated.
For sure.
And also the alien thing could maybe be buffed out a little bit again too. But overall, I think this one holds up pretty well with the re-release, at least. As long as you just forget your pictures, because your pictures are awful.
My pictures are horrible.
But other than that, I would kind of recommend this one. This one just isn't fun.
No, it's not. It's not goofy, silly, haha, fun times.
Yes, but it's so interesting, and if you go into it with just kind of thinking about this parallel structure of the past and the present, the problems of the past are still here, they're just different.
Yeah.
I think if you think of it that way, this one works really well.
Yeah.
I was so shocked because I was ready to rip this one apart. And so, but I started reading. I was like, oh, like there's something here.
Oh, see, I still am ready to rip mine apart.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Because mine is still the old-timey version.
But I mean, we've clearly come a long
We've
way
come
since
a long
then.
way, baby. Through the hard times and the good.
As we go on.
No, different song.
Oh, sorry.
I was doing the Fat Boy
yeah.
Slim one.
Yeah, I have to praise like I should.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for choosing us today, everybody. So let's do our housekeeping. Make sure that you subscribe so you can stay on top of recent episodes.
Yeah.
Make sure that you rate us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts.
Don't rate us anything less than 5 stars.
Please, yes. That just helps us out because, like I said, that rating system carries over to other podcasts. And so it just kind of helps us out. You can follow us on Instagram, and we post awful pictures.
I would call them cursed. I would call them cursed images, if I could say anything.
Yeah, so if you want to sneak peek at some of the artwork, you can go there. You can email us at chooseyourownbookclubpodcast@gmail.com, and we'll do like a mailbag episode at some point.
Sure.
And I think that about covers it. Next time, we're doing kind of a special book for Halloween. I don't think we want to announce it just yet.
No, but it's going to be spooky.
We got a little treat for you for Halloween. You gave me the worst face ever. Well, I mean, I'm sorry I disappointed you again, Abby.
Yep.
Well,
It's okay. I'm going to do a little ASMR for the people.
With your 20-year-old book. Well, I guess 81, so it's even older than that. 40 years.
That podcast. Oh, yeah, this will be a new featured segment.
No, it won't.
Whisper your own summary. Today on this podcast. I hate it already.
You're doing eye contact with me, though. That's the worst part.
Oh, no.
Well, thanks for choosing us today, everybody. Also, thanks to Pocket Casts. They featured us as on one of the. They featured us recently on their app, and we got a ton of new listeners. So if you're listening to us on podcast, welcome, and thank you for choosing us.
Yeah, our faces were right next to LeVar Burton, and I was crying. Dude, like, reading Rainbow is part of my, like, librarian origin story for real. So that was little tears.
Yeah.
Little baby tears. Butterfly in the sky.
I can go back in time. Well, thanks for choosing us today, everybody. I'm Peter. I'm a librarian.
I'm Abby. I'm also a librarian.
See you next time, everybody. The end.